I would first say that I'm an athlete. Second, I'm a lover of music. My father raised me to love music like I do. I'm actually, like I was telling B, I'm more of a musician trapped in a DJ.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I got a love for music, of course, a love for God, and I mean, I'm just a simple dude. I mean, I'm more complex in other folks' eyes than my own eyes, so I just feel like I'm pretty simple.
So talk to us about more so, man, your college days, man, when you was at Still, man.
College days, once again,
Just
full
simple.
athlete, man. I
Right.
mean, before DJing, I mean, I was there on a partial scholarship. My grades weren't that good, so they gave me a partial scholarship to go to Stillman College, and was an athlete down there, basketball, 3 years. That first year, I had to just get my mind right with the academics, so I just kind of had to sit out my first year. But once I got my academics straight, I played 3 years down there. And with me being a communication major, I kind of stumbled upon the DJ world because I always had a love for music, but I never knew that it would result into me, you know, going from that era to present day being a DJ plus 30 years later, man. Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I always said that, you know, what I learned at Stillman, being a campus DJ, I was a basketball player by day, DJ by night. It was crazy, you know, playing a game and then having to run across the campus to fire up the student center for the weekends parties. So, that was an experience, man. I mean, it was, you know, I was the it guy, light-skinned in the 80s, playing basketball, the DJ. Didn't need to be Greek. I had, I had that popping, so I'm good.
So let me ask you this right here, man. By you being an entrepreneur, right? Did you choose to be an entrepreneur, or is it just something that's just kind of just fill in your lap?
I think I have that entrepreneur spirit from my father, and that way I also think that I'm an alter ego. I have an alter ego there, Sean Watson, the 8 to 5, and then you have the DJ Sean Watson, DJ SW1, from 5 to 8. So I can be either or. I kind of ride on that, on my degree in trying to make that work for me in reference to being a non-entrepreneur and working an 8 to 5 under another man's company, you know. So I try to make that degree work for me on a daytime hustle in reference to making my own hustle happen when I'm not at that daytime hustle, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, these day and ages, man, you better have something going on beside a one hustle. You better have multiple hustles going on to keep your boat afloat, man. 'Cause it's just tough out there with just one job. So, I mean, I'm all about keeping my thing afloat, whatever I got to do legally. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm used to having multiple irons in the fire, you know, so I'm out to get it right and legally.
Do you believe in iron sharpens iron, man? Do you believe in that term, man? Because I realize that you don't find many men trying to build up another man, you know. So being an adult in 2018, man, with we got Donald Trump in office now. We just experienced a shooting.
We can worry about that, but we can't worry about that because whoever's in office, we still got to do our thing.
Right.
You know?
But like what I was getting ready to ask was, do you think it's difficult now being an adult, man in this generation? You know, dealing with underneath racism, dealing with the respect level, how it is now. Because, you know, back in the day, when our mama say, hey, it's time for y'all to come in the house, we didn't ask no questions. We didn't buck against the system. We just did it because we already knew it was understood. Versus now,
I don't think it's tough from our generation. I think it's tough for the generation that's coming behind us because the days of manners and how we were raised are kind of being obsolete. Who's teaching that? You know, I'm at fault as well, but I can go to a community and teach the kids. But when you're dealing with different DNAs, I mean, do they really want to learn manners? So then you find yourself into a battle of teaching and trying to discipline. You get caught up in discipline and not teaching. So that's the problem right there. I think you got more teachers out there more on some discipline thing than actually teaching, you know.
Yeah, I agree, man. I do think that it starts at home first.
Definitely.
You know, man.
DNA, bro.
Right, man. I think if we, because I always say it's our generation that's raising these kids, and it's sad,
might
man.
not
But
like
it's true.
how I'm checking your kid, though,
Right,
man.
right.
You may get on me for checking your kid the way I was, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
I don't
man.
mean the kid no harm, but you may be like, hey, don't talk to my kid like that.
Right, man. But you know, man, I always say that old school still work.
Right.
You know, it's still work, man. And I think that if we focused in on starting at home, raising our children, I think we'll be fine. I think we kind of got away from that because, I mean, it took a village to raise children, period. And I
Other adults had the authority to put you in
Right.
check.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. We can't do that no more because, you know, you'll have to end up in conflict with the parent because
Right.
she don't talk to her baby like that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So then you're off the kid. Now it's you and her. Got legs, educators and teachers, man. Everywhere I went and every school that I went to, I mean, they knew Miss Watson. So I really had to watch myself coming up.
Right. Like, I know your mama.
I know your mama. I just pulled this
I know your daddy.
Yeah, I know
You
your
know,
daddy.
yeah. Was it hard? I know you made the statement that Pop kind of did what he had to do to make ends meet, man. By your dad working so much, 'cause I know he was a workaholic, man, from having the spot and other things that he had going on. Did you have to deal with, did it feel like that he was absent in your life because he was working so much and you had to kind of rely on mom sometimes because, you know.
It wasn't that he was absent. He was doing his thing. Mom was doing her thing. And after a while, it was more like I was doing my thing because I had the neighborhood back in the day, man. I mean, I was an only child, but I wasn't a lonely child. I mean, I had neighbors, teammates, the whole neighborhood. I mean, I had a goal in my yard, basketball goal for y'all don't know what the goal is. I know y'all know what the other goal is, but a basketball goal in the yard, killing grass,
Dirt.
3-on-3. You know what I'm saying? So, so the neighborhood kind of raised me, you know, when Dad wasn't there. And that was all the way up to high school, man. I mean, I wasn't blessed to have a car driving to high school, so I was walking to high school for a few years. So, yeah, man. So it was cool growing up. That's why I say it was glory years, because you don't see kids outside playing. You don't see goals in the yard no more. You know
Riding bikes.
Oh,
I remember
man, flying a kite, as goofy as that sound, man, we used to fly kites.
Right.
You know?
Right. So, like, at your downtime now.
Foursquare.
Hopscotch. Ooh, man.
Yeah, good stuff.
I'm going to have to introduce my kids to that, man.
Especially Foursquare. Foursquare, you should get real, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you done brought back some memories, dude.
Oh, man.
What you know about the Candid lady in the neighborhood?
Come on, man.
What was your poison of choice? The bebop or the...
Bebop.
Yeah, man.
Honey buns.
The freeze cup, for one. Don't know about a bebop.
yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Good stuff.
Right.
If it's not life or death, I mean, why worry, man?
Right.
You know, as long as we got it tomorrow to work it out, you know, we good.
Yeah, man, that's good, man. Because the thing is, I really do think that we make life complicated. We make life really, really complicated.
Yeah. Well, they
And,
say life is what you make it. So, I mean, you know, some folks make their own complication, you know what I'm saying?
I agree. Give your views on the importance of prayer, if you even have any views on that area.
Well, I mean, I'm more spiritual than religious. And I tell my mom this all the time because she was like, I didn't raise you like that. I'm like, no, but I've grown spiritual since what you taught me. I've taken that to another level, I feel like, you know. to the point to where I feel like I don't have to be in church every Sunday to get my praise on, you know. And prayer is very important, man. That's a relationship that you have with your, wherever you call your God. Keeps you sane and keeps you balanced. I mean, I'm just speaking for me in prayer and how it works for me. And I managed to go to church, you know, when I get a chance, you know, because I know it does say in the book that you should dwell with others who dwell in the Lord. So, I do think prayer is very important. But once again, prayer is not in school, and you got a generation that's being raised without prayer and don't know the importance of prayer.
Yeah.
Will they listen to me on me trying to convince them that prayer works? That's another question. We going back into parenthood and DNAs, and if they even interested in, am I just blowing smoke talking about this prayer stuff?
Yeah.
So it's just tough, but I can only say what prayer does for me.